Yo, what's the word, man? What's the word, dirty man? Back on this notepad with you one time, man. Terence Crawford, yes, Terence Bud Crawford, he officially calls it quits, man. Where I call it retired or hang the gloves up, wherever you want to call it, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. He finally decided to, hang the gloves up, man. It was well deserved, man. Well deserved, man. He put in his time in his sport, man. And hey, man, go off on top, man. Go out on top, man. Don't let the game retire you. You retire from the game on your own terms, and that's what he did. That's what Floyd Mayweather did, and that's what Terence Bud Crawford doing right now, man. After his tremendous fight with, Saul Canelo Alvarez, he calling it quits, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Nothing wrong with it. He got his paydays, he got his accolades, and it's time to go on. Time to move on, you know what I'm saying, to better endeavors in life, you know. He started his journey back in 2008 at the lightweight class of 135, and he ended it in 168. Yes, he did jump over classes or weight classes or whatnot, but he did what he had to do to accomplish his goals. He did that, man. His best class to me, his best class to everybody, would really put him in the eyes of everybody that crossed him over, with between different audiences, was 147 welterweight, in my opinion. And welterweight, did not one opponent see the final bell or hear the final bell. Not one. Not one opponent heard that final bell, man. His first fight at welterweight was for a world title, the WBO world title, and he got that off of Jeff Horn, and he been on the tour in that weight class ever since, and he undisputed that with that fight with Errol Spence Jr. himself, man, for all four belts, man, knocking him out, which he knocked out every opponent that he did at 147. But yeah, man, he was the best fighter at 135. He was the best fighter at 140, super lightweight. He was the best fighter at 147, and now he was a good fighter at, even though it was one fight for 168, super middleweight. So Terence Crawford has 4 ring belts. A ring belt is the best fighter in that weight class. He has 4 of them, 4 of them. And he undisputed 3 of them weight classes. He didn't undispute lightweight, which is 135, which is his first weight class. He didn't undispute that, but he was the first, he was the best fighter in that class, though. By everybody's metrics, excuse me, or whatnot. He's one of my favorite fighters. He did what he had to do. He was one of these best fighters of this era. I can say that. Most definitely will say that. He would most definitely say that. He did get a belt at 154, super welterweight, but he didn't defend it. That was just a little quick stop at 154. He did that against Madronov. Sorry if I butcher your name or whatnot, but he did that. So he was technically a champion in 5 different weight classes. Yes, 5 different weight classes, and he was one of the most dangerous in boxing history, being a switch hitter. Everybody know Marvin Hagler for switching and all that, but Terence Crawford was a marvelous switch hitter in his own right. A lot of people say he was more of a southpaw and all that, and I can see that because maybe when people say get in danger or within a serious fight, he tends to be in the southpaw position, but he'll knock you out when he's in the orthodox position as well. He did that to Amir Khan at welterweight. He knocked him out, made him quit. Oh, excuse me, when he was in the orthodox position or whatnot, man. Yeah, man. Omaha, Nebraska, y'all got yourselves a legend, man, a living legend, man. You got yourself a living legend. Like I say, he was one of my favorite fighters. Might have been my favorite fighter in this era. Matter of fact, he is my favorite fighter in this era, He really was, man, especially when he fought Jose Benavidez in his hometown, Jose Benavidez Jr. in his hometown. It almost took him all 12, but he ended up knocking him out, boom, with that uppercut. And the ref had to stop it or whatnot, man. Terence Bud Crawford, congratulations, man, on your legacy, man. You inspired everybody. You inspired me in the age that I am. I'm 30 plus, and he was like, man, let me get this boxing thing a try, man. And I feel good saying that I got to witness Terence Bud Crawford just like I got to witness the grace of Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather back in them days in the 90s, Felix Trinidad and all that stuff. And Felix Trinidad was one of my favorite fighters, Oscar De La Hoya, all that stuff within the welterweight ranks and all that stuff. All that. I got to witness them, and now these new generation of fighters, people, audience can see the greatness of fighter and what dedication gives you, and when you treat the sport of boxing right. Now, yes, he did have to play politics or whatnot because he wanted to undispute welterweight in a faster rank, but different politics within the promoters and the networks was holding him back and all that stuff. But overall, man, Terence Crawford, salute you, man. You got a fan right here, man, and I'm glad you're going out on top and all that stuff. 42-0-0. 42 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. Exactly like that. People saying he ain't get the 50 and oh well, so and okay, and oh well, he ain't have to get the 50 and 0 and all this stuff. Just because that was Floyd Mayweather's landmark and accomplishment, and shout outs to him, that's not Terence Crawford role. He took his own role. He took his own path. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Take your own path. Everybody has their own path in life, and he took his and the accomplishment with the accolades, and I'm sure he been compensated fairly with the finances and all that stuff. But yeah, man. Shout out to Terence Crawford, man. My favorite fighter in this generation, man. And I'm glad to witness your greatness and your skills on display for everybody to see, man. Shouts out to your boy, man. Yo.